Hello, today, prefix. Know what a prefix is, use prefixes, and make sure you remember memory joggers. So here we have a poster from a site called Twinkle, and this poster shows that a prefix, set of letters or word that you add to the beginning of a word. So you prefix it, you add it to the beginning. And your task in learning vocabulary is how many prefixes do you know that you use already? But did you know what those prefixes mean? So check the meaning. If I read something and then I read it again, I don't have to say, oh, I read it again. I can use a prefix. I'm going to use the prefix re and say, I read this book. Then I reread this book. So use prefixes to improve your vocabulary and add to the number of words that you're using. Are you ready to check how well you know what prefixes are? So this quick quiz, what is a prefix? Well, I've just told you that a prefix is something that we add to a word, a group of letters. So that's the correct answer. And can you work out for this quiz the question answers? What does the word dislike mean? Oh, I know what like means. And dislike will be the opposite because dis is opposite. It means to not like somebody or something. Can you see how we're using the prefix there to work out what does the word mean? So dis, the opposite. Question 3. If you take away the prefix from distrust, the root word is trust. Is that true? Well, dis is the prefix, so it's got to be true because I'm left with the word trust. And then when you work on this game, you will be aiming for points. You can test yourself so that you can see, can you find the card that you're looking for your memory? Remember that those cards move around. You look at one card and you work out where is that card gone. And if you get it right, when you click on it, you will get the card that you needed. And I needed to speed up this game. So get ready for question 4. It's going to be quicker. If you add the prefix "un" to the word wrap, what's the correct spelling? Oh, well, I need to know how to spell wrap, which is W-R-A-P. It's got to be that one. Unwrap. And as you work through the game, remember that you're checking, do you know what a prefix is? Can you work out what the word is that you need? So what do you do if you reread a book? Remember, I said that to you earlier, so the answer for that one has to be read the book again. Have a go at that game by using the link from the description below and see if you really understand prefixes. So we're going to move on to look at what are the words that we might form from the prefix. So first of all, the prefix anti. It means to be against. So the words we use might be antisocial, antibacterial, antiperspirant. When you look at the prefix bi, it means to. So we would say bicycle or bi-weekly. And remember, when I ask you, how do you get to class, and you say by bicycle, you've actually used a word and a prefix, because cycle is what we call it when you are actually moving, the verb to cycle, and bicycle is adding the prefix by onto that word. So well done if you tell me, well, I cycle because I have a bicycle. Remember memory joggers, we need to look at how are you going to remember that prefix. So you might create some cards like this one which uses the prefix in the middle, anti, and perhaps just has pictures around it. I've just chosen 3 to remind me what anti means. Antiperspirant, so anti is going to be against what's happening, so if I perspire or sweat, then antiperspirant is going to stop me doing that. Antifreeze, that I use in the car to make sure that my engine doesn't freeze. I use antifreeze, it stops that happening. And antisocial, don't behave in that way, because social behaviour is good behaviour, behaviour we all accept, and antisocial is the opposite. So remember, you can use memory joggers. They can be lists of words, they can be lists of the prefix with pictures around it or words around it to remind you what does that mean, and use those prefixes to help you with your vocabulary and your understanding. Now if you have children, or even if you like the type of movies that are quite imaginative, you might know the prefix super, because your children might talk about Superman. Yes, so super, it means extra. So if I've got a film about Superman, it's going to be about a man who has extra powers. So that prefix you use without really thinking about it. And what about these prefixes? So re, it means do it again. Reread, recycle. Yes, you use something and then you use it again, or you recycle it. And semi, this prefix means half. So you use this in maths when you talk about a semicircle. You're talking about half a circle. And you might talk to me about living in a semi-detached house. It means that your house is only attached on one side and the other side is free. So we say semi-detached. When you're using prefixes, think about the meaning. And that's the end of this video. So we will look again at prefixes in class when I see you, and I want you to make sure that before that time you make a list of your prefixes, you think about what they mean, create some memory joggers and enjoy that vocabulary. Bye now.